With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Corey Kluber gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, last year he had an ERA of about 3.5. Very consistent. Really, he kept his ball club in the game every time he took the mound.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Mookie Betts makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Boston, center fielder, number 50.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
First pitch, 4-10.
Kluber gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And after a very chilly early morning, the temperature's thawed out a bit to 48 degrees here at game time. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almonte has it in his tracks. 1 out.
Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is going to be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in now, the winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside there.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Standing in now, Mark Platt, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. One there, on to Napoli, and they get 2 here to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on Open. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
David Price is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, last year he had an ERA in the low 2s. Almost every time out, he was picture perfect. I expect it'll be more of the same in this one.
With a moment now, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, guys, Mookie Betts puts it all on the line in every single game. He's not afraid to risk his body if it means taking a chance at making an incredible play. I've seen him take on walls at full speed, leave his feet at impossible angles, and he takes great pride in the effort he puts forth.
Designated hitter, Rajay Davis.
Rajay Davis is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. And Pedroia looks this one in for out number 1.
Yeah, cut fastball right there, and that's exactly what it's designed to do. Keep that ball right off the sweet spot of the bat, and that's going to turn into a little looper.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Michael Brantley is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And even though it's still the first inning, you can already tell he's going to be a force out there on the mound. He's got that glare in his eyes.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Bogarts is there for it, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. David Ortiz will get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Kluber's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Flipped out the other way toward short. Kipnis on to first, and they get the double play.
Batting sixth, third baseman,
Travis Shaw into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
With a tribe, first baseman,
Mike Napoli will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Down the third baseline. On it goes right through him into left field.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Runners going. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Unable to recover, he's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Well, the hit and run is on here, and he doesn't quite hit this ball exactly the way he wants to. It's a high chopper, but it's going to wind up working out for him. And this will be an infield single, so that runner's forced to stop at second base.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bradley on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. Now a long throw to third, and he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Here comes the first pitch. Juan Uribe is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Center fielder
Abraham Almonte gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Just overmatched him there.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deal on 2-2. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
A look to first by Price, and he's back standing. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and the Tribe are held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. Jackie Bradley Jr. leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. This one skied out toward right. Calgill sprinting after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll start off the year right as his first at-bat will go for a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Rusney Castillo will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
In there, a base hit. The relay throw, and he is in there.
batting ninth,
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Blake Swihart. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Kluber pauses, 1-0 on its way. That evens it up 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cowgill on the move, but this will land foul shy of the wall. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And that misses 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Mookie Betts will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. And we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they'll end up taking the lead and talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's okay.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. By the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Mark Platt stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
High pop-up. Kipnis is there for it. And the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Colin Cowgill digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Colin
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul right at home plate. Smoked on the ground left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for Cleveland, designated hitter
Rajay Davis will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Striding into the box, Francisco Lindor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Oh, and he misses it. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with a knee. It's well deserved.
Here's Michael Brantley, chopped weakly to the left. Bogart's gonna have to hurry, and a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More open. David Ortiz is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
David Ortiz.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. One away.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid one-out single.
The 0-1. Little dribbler back at him. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
This ball's not hit all that sharply, and I think a lot of pitchers would have been content just to take the out at first base. But he forces it into second base, and he winds up getting his lead man.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. Popped high in the air. Lindor is there for it. And that ends the inning. Red Sox leave one, but they're up 1-0. Mike Napoli is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve. And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Price sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail this one 1-0. Rusney Castillo heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Right fielder, Rusney Castillo.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Kluber sets his sights. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor is there. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, catcher, Blake Swihart.
Blake Swihart is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were 2 runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing that you left RBIs on the table.
Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Inside with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Here's Mookie Betts. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen. On the ground to the left side. Uribe's got it. Kipnis on to Napoli. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on open. Juan Uribe will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Swing and a miss, and down goes Uribe for out number 1. Settling in now, Abraham Almonte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Colin Cowgill stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Up next for
well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get them right back into it.
Here's the 0-1. And now Davis swings and misses on a good pitch there as he falls behind 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More opening day baseball. Mark Platt makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Kluber steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Mark Platt has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. There he goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
And this is one of the reasons why this guy's a major leaguer now, and that's his speed. He's going to be asked to run quite a bit, I'd imagine. And that right there is his first big league stolen base.
Now a pickoff play at second, just keeping him close. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guy's throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Kyle Crockett is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Kyle Crockett.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as this ball's hit softly to the right side of the infield. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting,
Travis Shaw will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
now batting, left fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Jackie Bradley Jr. stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
And last time he popped up a sinker, which is pretty tough to do when you think about it. So you know your swing is off when that happens.
0-1's the count.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Napoli is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Francisco Lindor will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Set to deliver on 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
Oh, that's foul.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Mike Napoli is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Still down. Rusney Castillo is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Into the seats, 0-1. 3 runs, 10 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now in the box, Mookie Betts. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Xander Bogaerts gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Too high, 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Brantley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count of 3. Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Joe Kelly is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Joe Kelly.
Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
In there, strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Curveball, strike three called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. Yan Gomes will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first two plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Shaw backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Third baseman, number 7.
Juan Uribe stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. This is hit high and deep out to left. Bradley going back on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail in this one 3-0. Mark Platt will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Thinks he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 delivery. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Brantley going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will make it there to start the 8th. It's a leadoff double.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a 2-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Digging in, David Ortiz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Runner's back.
Simple throw over there.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
2-1 after the foul ball there. No one out with a runner at second. ripped on the ground to first. Napoli's there, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Dustin Pedroia will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Almonte is there. Let's see if they test it. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on one more here on the sacrifice fly.
Travis Shaw stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Carson Smith is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Carson Smith.
Leading off the inning, Abraham Almonte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Colin Cowgill will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Rajay Davis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Tap fouled at home plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Dan Otero will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Jackie Bradley Jr. gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 0-1 delivery. And it's quickly 0-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th. Rusney Castillo strides in, grounded out his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit to first. Napoli is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
He's set. Here it comes. Blake Swihart stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, he can forget it.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it. Francisco Lindor will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Koji Uehara is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Koji Uehara.
Striding in to start the 9th, Francisco Lindor. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
This is not the first time today that he's chased out of the zone. That's why he's looking at a hat trick.
Smoke toward third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Michael Brantley will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Squared that one up just a little late. A runner at first with no outs here. Way outside. 1-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. There to take it is Castillo when he makes the play for the first out. Mike Napoli will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Jason Kipnis makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and now the Tribe finds themselves down to their last strike. Right side hit hard, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Oh, we got some life here now in the 9th inning. First and second now, and hey, one more base runner. You're going to bring the tying run to the plate, and we've seen stranger things happen.
Yan Gomes will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. The run scores from second, and not in time as the second run scores. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Craig Kimbrell is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Juan Uribe will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
That's about as economical a save as you're ever going to find. He only threw 4 pitches, but they're enough to get the job done.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, David Price. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 4-2. So long from Cleveland.
No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is David Price. His record is now 1-0. Credit the save to Craig Kimbrell, his first. The loss goes to Corey Kluber. He falls to 0-1.